All right, here's an example of an inequality in standard form. And I chose to do this one because it's kind of a tricky one because the vertex is not nice numbers, it's decimal numbers. You get decimals, sometimes students tend to get a little bit frustrated or freaked out because it's a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to show you some tips you can use to help you get the vertex more easily, because the vertex in terms of quadratics and graphing quadratic is the most important part. So this one, I always start with when an inequality or an equation is in standard form for a quadratic, I start by finding the vertex with negative b over 2a. So I'm going to start with that. So it's negative 8 over 2 times 3. And already you're starting to see that this is not 4/3, which is a decimal 1.33 or 1.3 repeating for your x value of your vertex. So you're like, okay. So then typically what we do at this point, our graph, and we type in 3x squared minus 8x for our y1. It's already in there. And then I look at my table. What happens when you look at your table here? You see I don't have 1.3 repeating, and it would be pretty hard for me to set my table to find 1.3 repeating. But I do know that 1.3 repeating is between 1 and 2. So I want to plot 1, negative 5, on my grid. So 1, and also 2, negative 4. All right, so I know that those 2 points surround my vertex. I just need the vertex. So I know that the x value is 1.3 repeating. So now that I got my equation in y1, I'm going to show you this little trick. I'm going to go, this is something that's pretty new. I'm going to go vars. I'm going to arrow 1 to y vars. Hit enter, and you see y1. Well, what that does is now I can take and plug anything I want into the equation that I have in y1. If you notice, there's y1. So then what I have with y1, I'm going to plug 1.3 repeating, or 4/3, in there so that I could find the y value. So that spits out the y value, and that's a quick and effective way to find the y value of the vertex. Now, I see that my vertex consists of the x value 1.3 repeating, the y value negative 5.3 repeating. So then I plot that 1.3 down, negative 5.3 is somewhere about here. So there's my vertex, 1.3, 5.3. So now I have to graph. It's an inequality, greater than symbol. So there's no equal to, so it's going to be a dotted line. It's on which side to shade on. Because it's greater than, I shade above or inside the parabola. So you can kind of, but again, the hardest part about that one is the vertex, and that was just a quick and easy way to do that. So hopefully this helps you when you try the rest of your homework.